Welcome back to my podcast channel, and I'm Caroline. This week has been absolutely crazy. I've been going through so many changes in my life, both the good and the bad. I got the volunteer job as a grade 8 teacher to teach English. I started meditation 4 days ago, and I'm doing great, I guess. I feel like I can concentrate and focus on the things that I'm doing. Meditation brings my mind to be in the present rather than the future or the past. And I've been having a healthy morning routine. I've practiced writing down about gratitude and I've practiced meditation. So far, so good. So I think I'm being more mindful with myself, and that's another good change. The third change is not so good. My father got COVID, but I believe that he's going to be fine if he's going to take his medicines on time, eats well, and sleeps well. I know we're going to get through this well. Okay, so to forget this ugly reality for a while, I'm going to be talking about my dream board. So, what is a dream board? To my understanding, a dream board is a way to manifest your dreams. And when I say manifestation, a lot of people think about law of attraction. Manifestation and law of attraction are kind of the same, but they're not. Manifestation is actually about attracting what you deserve into your life, but law of attraction is attracting what you want in your life. So both of them sound similar, but they aren't the same. When you manifest, there are so many ways, and dream board is one of them. A dream board is actually a piece of a big cardboard with the pictures of your favorite quotes, the people that inspire you, and the things you want to learn or improve on yourself. You can do that dream board by cutting out pictures from magazines and newspaper or journals. You can just print out pictures from the internet, from Pinterest or Google. Just print them out and cut them one by one. Put it on a cardboard. Before you start creating your dream board, make a list of the things that you want. The things you want to learn, or the things you want to improve, the kind of people you want to attract into your life, and also write about the values and goals you want to have and achieve in your life. You have to be detailed. Why do you say you want what you want? Like, for example, why do you want a new guitar? Is it to play your favorite songs, or to impress girls, or to write songs? And also describe what the guitar is going to look like. Is it going to be pink or blue? Is it going to be a rock guitar or an electric guitar? So be specific in what you want. You have to visualize it after you create your dream board. You have to visualize it that you have it already. You have to visualize the feeling that you feel when you get what you deserve, that feeling of love and passion. Imagine yourself getting that. You have to imagine your hands on that guitar in order to get all those feelings. Be specific and visualize your goals and dreams. If you're manifesting a guitar or the ability to play a guitar, you have to imagine your fingers on that guitar and holding the body of the guitar, the feeling of the fingers strumming the strings of the guitar. So be specific, and after that, put your dream board in a place where you're always going to see something. You can even set it as a wallpaper because we're always on our phones and laptops, right? I'm already feeling happy when I see my dream board because it's really aesthetic. There are so many colors in it. Seeing your dreams in colors is a really pleasing thing. Try making a dream board. Set aside the feeling of doubt first. When you're creating a dream board, it makes you feel happy because you're planning something into your life. Don't have the feeling of lack. If you're going to be suspicious and if you're going to feel the lack, it's possible that it's not going to come true. So if you don't believe, it's okay. But if you believe it with your whole heart. And just because you made a dream board doesn't mean you don't have to work hard. Nothing ever comes easy. Nothing ever comes for free. You have to work hard if you think that you deserve something. It's going to be like a notice board. It's going to remind you to work on yourself and your dreams. You have to work hard after creating a dream board. If you work hard and if you believe in manifestation and you practice it yourself, you're going to be turning your dreams into reality. So let's get to my dream board. I made a digital dream board a week ago, and it's the best if you start creating your dream board at the end or at the start of the year. And it's July, but it's okay. Better late than never. I'll make a new dream board next July. When I did the research, there are so many pictures and it's kind of all around the place, but it's okay. It's supposed to be messy. It's meant to be messy. The very first thing I put on my dream board is the quote, "Dream big, work hard." This is one of my favorite quotes because I imagine a lot, and before I even knew manifestation, I didn't know I was attracting all those good and bad things into my life. So I've already dreamed big things and I'm still dreaming big things, and I'm working hard. I'm working hard to get the future I want. I'm working hard because my dreams and goals are very pricey and expensive. This picture became the very first one to catch my eye and to be the first one that I put up on my dream board. And the second one is a picture with the word pottery written on it. So I love pottery, both English and Burmese, and I want to learn how to write proper poems. Some people might not encourage this, but I'm not talking about theories and formulas. I want to learn how to express my thoughts and feelings well by pottery. I've written not so pottery pieces, and I want to be able to express my feelings and thoughts better. So I'm learning pottery by reading others' poems, and surely by next July or sooner, I'll be able to write proper poems. Next picture is of a French street. I don't know which part of France is it from, but it's really pretty and the surrounding is golden, the buildings are golden, so it's kind of the vibe that I like. I love narrow streets. I want to ride a bike in the narrow streets. So that picture represents my goal that I want to be fluent in French by next year. I'm trying my best and hopefully I'll be able to reach my goal. The next photo has a Chinese word written on it and the meaning of the Chinese word is clear. I used to know Chinese, I didn't practice. I forgot everything and it feels like the song. You're just somebody that I used to know. Yeah, Chinese is the language that I used to know. And it sucks, that feeling sucks. So by the time I consider myself as fluent in French, I'm learning Chinese again. The next picture shows the hand of a lady with a pen, a pair of glasses, and a coffee cup on the table. This picture is to remind me to write more because I've been having writer's block ever since my last novella. That picture is going to remind me to write my ass off starting from this month. I think the next photo is a movie scene, but I don't know which movie though. I finished my library and information studies classes at the end of January. I should have been practicing classifying the books, looking for more resources, doing more research so that I won't forget the theories, but I haven't been studying since February 1. So that picture is to remind me to get back to the library feel. It's not for academics, but it's for my personal interest and love for libraries. So I need to study again for my own sake. And underneath it, I also put the quote of Taylor Swift's Daylight song. I want to be defined by the things that I love, not the things that I hate, not the things that I'm afraid of, or the things that haunt me in the middle of the night. I just think that you are what you love. Yes, because everybody wants to be known for their good qualities. I also want to be known for my passion and the things that I'm passionate about. The bicycle photo is actually me wishing for winter, spring, or summer to come soon because we can't ride our bikes when we're going through a military coup. So this bicycle is for sunnier days and a brighter future. The next photo has 3 words: relax, refresh, and recharge. We all want the military coup to come to an end soon, don't we? I also want peace within me and my soul. I probably don't want to be depressed for the next 2 years. We're never normalizing this shit. We're going to get through this together, and when our country's future is finally stable again, we're all going to recharge ourselves to relax and refresh. The next photo is actually a drawing of a naked girl coming out of a mirror, hugging an identical naked girl, with a quote that says, "It has always been you. Self-love, as simple as that." This photo is a reminder to love myself, to be the first person to pick myself up whenever I fall down. The next photo is also a quote about peace. It says, "It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart." Sometimes I still have thoughts like, why is this happening to me and why am I going through this? And I know that I have to accept my life and the environment I'm in, and I need to be more content with what I have in order to feel the peace within me. Dear life, just bring on the challenges and problems because I'll always find a way out, for I'm mindful and smart. Underneath that lovely quote has a picture of a guy and a girl, both reading their books in silence. I hope they're lovers, because that's what I envisioned them to be, and that's the kind of relationship I want. A relationship where we help each other grow and grow together. I want someone who's interested in a topic that I'm not interested, so that we can always provide each other with new facts and informations. I'm interested in psychology, so my significant other has to be someone who studies a subject apart from psychology. He could be someone who studies business or law. So whenever I want to know something about the business field or lawyers, I can always ask informations and resources from him, and vice versa. Like if he wants to learn about psychology, I can help him. I can recommend him books and writers. I can even give him advices on how to be more mindful and more self-conscious with yourself. Those are just some examples. He doesn't have to be in the business field or a lawyer. He can also be learning business or reading books about law because he's just curious. He can be in the same field as me. He can be a teacher or a writer, but he has to have an interest that I don't know anything. I want that kind of relationship where we help each other grow. I want to be in a relationship with someone that is alike yet different from me. I also added the photo of a TV with a Disney movie playing because I haven't been watching movies probably since last year, and I like movies on TV rather than on laptop or phone. So I want to watch cartoons, musical films, rom-coms, and biopics. I want to feel the same excitement I felt 3 years ago. I've told you that I overwork a lot, so the next two photos are to remind me to stay on the track and slow down and rest. The first photo says, "Small steps every day." The second picture says, "Your direction is more important than your speed." I always seem to overwork myself. I get burned out easily. So these quotes are to help me stay grounded and to slow down and to assure me that I'm on the right track and I'll achieve my goal someday. Some of you might know, but some of you might not. I'm actually a massive Harry Styles fan. I haven't mentioned it on the podcast yet, but I am. The next photo is of Harry Styles cardigan. I want to make myself one by the end of this year so that I can wear it for winter and spring. Every Harry Styles fan have to have that cardigan. I will eventually make that cardigan and wear that cardigan. I don't know when yet because it takes me a lot of time to get in a mood to crochet, but it's happening someday. Okay, so the next photo is of a woman dressed as Lady Justice for one of the protesters in Myanmar. I put this photo here for our country so that all of this will come to an end and we're finally able to function our lives normally. So before all of this happened, our country is like a flower that's going to bloom beautifully. You know who destroyed our country and pluck that flower is going to bloom beautifully. Even after we win this revolution, we still have a lot of things to work on because we have to start from the start. It's going to take a few more years, but let's just stay strong and fight till the end because this is the fight of our lives. So I made this dream board like a week ago, and even before I print it out, I already accomplished 2 goals on my dream board. I've been wanting to meditate since last month, and before I started meditating, I thought that I couldn't meditate. I wouldn't be able to meditate because my mind's always thinking, and I finally did it 4 days ago. The second one is I want to wake up early every morning. I usually can't wake up when the temperature is cool. I don't want to bring that personality into my 20s. I want to have a proper morning routine. I'm always very grumpy in the mornings. The first thing I do when I wake up is I start thinking about how my day is going to be. I don't usually talk in the morning. I just don't want to bring that personalities into my 20s. I've achieved the goal of meditating and waking up early in the morning. So my next step is I want to make this habit into my daily morning routine. I added a ukulele on my dream board because I want to wake up early and play my favorite songs on winter mornings. I don't know why. The winter atmosphere is always so refreshing and fulfilling. I get the best vibes and energy whenever I wake up around 6 on winter mornings. I actually wanted to learn ukulele in August, but I had to buy a microphone set for podcasting, so I need to save money. I don't really have any proper accessories. I want a proper ukulele. I want to learn how to play at least one instrument. I want to learn how to play a proper ukulele. Below the photo of the bedroom is a photo of adjectives that describe the meaning of green color. I put it here because I want to be a glass of refreshing orange juice whenever I walk into a room. I want people to be eager and excited to see me. I seem to have all of my shit together when I'm not, so I want to be more balanced with everything in my life. I want to be healthier for the people around me. And I also want to be healthier both physically and mentally. I guess that's it. Before I end this, I believe that you are what you listen to. So if you ever got inspired by me and you made a dream board of your own, please tell me, please DM me your dream board because I love seeing dreams and I also want to see you changing your dreams into reality. Once you have your dream board, do tell me. If you want to know how my dream board looks like, go to my podcast Instagram account. The link is in my link tree and I've attached my link tree in the main description, so check it out. It's really aesthetic and messy and I don't mind because it's meant to be like this. You are what you listen to, so I hope that you heal from your past traumas and I hope you have fun. I'll see you next week.